Hello, what is up YouTubers? It's your boy NCSU Man bringing you another video today. Now today I'm bringing you guys a video telling you that Call of Duty Ghost is good. Now most of the community will probably disagree with me on this, but I'm just going to give you guys kind of a rundown of the things that I think are good and bad in the game and tell you sort of why I like it. Now later on this week I will be bringing you guys a list of the CODs that I think are the best in order starting from COD 4 and up. I don't think the other CODs need to be evaluated on the same scale, mainly because of the time period and the technology that was available. But without further ado, let's get into this evaluation of Ghost. Now, one big complaint that I've seen over the years, which is probably the biggest complaint, is the maps. Now there are, I will agree, 5 to 8 maps that are not really that good, but for the most part, the rest of the maps are good. You know, like, you've got maps like Strike Zone, Freight, Warhawk, even Sovereign. Sovereign is disliked by most people, but if you know how to spawn trap on that map solo, and you get the right flag combination, it's over. You know, just give those maps a chance. You know, you don't have to like the other ones, but if you can lobby surf for those maps, you will have a blast, especially if you learn to play them. So, you know, if you want to give Ghost another chance, go back and try those maps that I just listed. You know, you might even find another map that you like. But anyway, let's get into the next reason that I think Call of Duty Ghost is good, is guns. Now, I'm not talking about every single gun, but it did have a ton of guns that were at least competitive across the board. You know, guns like the AK-12, the Honey Badger, the Remington, the Vector, the, let's see, DLC guns, the Ripper, even the Maverick was good. You had the MTAR. You know, you could just list off guns, and they were all competitive. Now, that was mainly because of the time to kill. You know, that was one downside of this game, was the time to kill was very short, but honestly, I think it kind of fits the game and the speed of the game. If I had to suggest that they raise it, I wouldn't suggest that they raise it to what other CODs would be. I would kind of go somewhere in between where it is now and what the other CODs are at. But you know, I didn't have too much of a problem with it, but I do agree that it was sort of a hindrance to the game being liked. It wasn't, what's the word? It wasn't as easy to stay alive. So anyway, the next reason that I like Ghost is the perks. Now, they thought of everything in this game for a perk. Like, they had so many perks. They had, I think they had upwards of 20 perks, something like that. And they divided them up into sections based on what they did. I was really impressed with this. You know, just the fact that they had so much stuff, and they had stuff that I wouldn't have even thought of, and the fact that you were able to literally get any ability that you wanted that was in the previous CODs in your setup, and you had to sort of plan it out. You know, you had to know something about the game to have a good perk setup, so there was a little bit of learning curve. I liked that. It was a challenge to put together a good class, and that was something that I really liked. You know, it was harder for the not as experienced players to get sort of a good class setup, so you know, that was another part of the sort of skill gap, was knowing what perks to run, and I think that overall helped experienced players have an edge over not as experienced players. Now, that's pretty much all that I have for Ghost. You know, the game had all the right mechanics to be the best COD we've ever made. Oh, I have one more thing. Spawns. Spawning was amazing in this game. You know, I don't know what game type you guys played, but in Domination, they had the best spawns of any Call of Duty. You know, you could literally go in alone and spawn trap on pretty much about any map, as long as you had a home flag in B. You know, they would just keep spawning around you unless you pushed too hard in, but it wasn't easy to flip spawns, so that's one major plus in my opinion, and one reason why I think Call of Duty Ghosts was the best solo pub stomping game. Now anyway, that's all I have on Ghost. Make sure to leave in the comment section what you guys think about Ghost, if you guys like it or dislike it. I know most of you guys are going to tell me I'm wrong for liking it, but it's just my opinion. You know, just if you don't like it, that's might be based off your experiences. I'm not saying you're wrong either. I'm just stating my opinion in this. So make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. It's been your boy NC. I'm out.